We are, as a people, inherently and historically opposed to secret society, opposed to secret oaths, opposed to secret proceedings, secret proceedings. No official of my administration, whether his rank is high or low, should interpret my words here tonight as an excuse to censor the news, stifle dissent, to cover up our mistakes, or to withhold from the press and the public the facts they deserve to know.
All right. Welcome to Conspiracy Corner Podcast, everyone. This is Abe, your host. It is April 8th, 2026. Second one for today. Yeah, I did one this morning. As far as the update, not really much. Just woke up, got up a little early. I went to bed at normal time, but I don't know, I guess I just needed like 6 hours, Went to bed about noon, so I'm running on 6, but that's okay. I just, honestly, man, I don't sleep much, I usually catch up on all my sleep, on the weekend. I sleep a lot on the weekend, I ain't gonna lie. Like, especially if I'm not up and moving, doing something, I take lots of naps. So, I have a Buy Me a Coffee account set up in the link below. If you like what I do on the channel, and you donate, I will send you a bumper sticker. These things are durable as fuck. My wife has one on a coffee mug. I have one on my car, and it's still holding up. And I will also send you a bookmark. It's a 2-for-1 deal for right now until the stickers run out. There's about 4 of them left. And if you donate, it helps pay for pens, papers, notebooks, flash drives. It helps pay for the channel, But yeah, let's get on with the show. So, Lindsey Graham. Let me grab some cigarettes real quick. Lindsey Graham, he's a goofball. He's a silly goose. Have you all ever seen Gravity Falls? Gravity Falls is one of my favorite cartoons. I've actually done a couple episodes talking about Gravity Falls. I love animation in general. It's one of my favorite genres of film, whether it be a show or a movie. I'd say my 2 favorite cartoons would be Courage the Cowardly Dog. Courage the Cowardly Dog is probably my favorite cartoon ever made. Gravity Falls is pretty good too. But I like both of those because they delve a lot into conspiracy theories. Especially Gravity Falls. Courage is a little more horror, but it still dabbles in conspiracy stuff. There's a character on there, though. He's the mayor of a town, and I'm not sure if Alex Hirsch meant to style him after Lindsey Graham, but he acts just like Lindsey Graham. I mean, we all know that Lindsey Graham is allegedly a homosexual. He's just in the closet. He just hasn't come out yet. He's sassy as hell. I think he's angry. A lot of his anger comes from not coming out of the closet yet. And the sad thing is it's like, I know he's doing the whole hard right Republican warmonger thing. But sad thing is, it's like it's 2026, man. This is the best time to be alive if you're homosexual or transsexual, Let your freak flag fly, man. People are very accepting. I think even like the right wing is, they're not super accepting, but you'd be surprised how many right-wingers are cool with homosexuality. So just come out of the closet, dude, So I think he has a lot of built-up anger there as far as like wanting to destroy the Middle East, except for Israel, of course. He's super Zionist. But I want to show you this. It's the mayor on Gravity Falls, and he acts just like Lindsey Graham. And he's a politician, just like Lindsey Graham. I'm going to pull it up real quick. So yeah, tell me this is... Let's play it.
But you don't understand. He's doing great in the polls. It's almost like magic.
Magic, you say? Well, maybe it's time we fight fire with fire. I've been saving this for a long time. Waiting for the right moment.
Boy, now, we discussed this. No more spooky spells.
Well, Daddy, maybe you just need to have more of an open mind.
Boy, not that. Anything but that.
So there you have it. There's Lindsey Graham in a nutshell. You got... That's pretty dead on, man. If Alex Hirsch was styling the mayor on Gravity Falls after Lindsey Graham, he did a pretty goddamn good job, man. So Lindsey Graham was spotted at Walt Disney. Normally I try to like cover... Every now and then I'll cover like a funny, silly story, like Chuck E. Cheese getting arrested, or a flamingo getting kidnapped. Something silly. I try to cover, for the most part, like, I'd say about 90% of my content. I try to cover more serious stuff. But every now and then I just come across a silly goose story that I have to cover. Lindsey Graham, apparently there was a government shutdown. Partial government shutdown. I didn't even fucking know. I'm curious what it was about, why they shut down. But he was spotted at Walt Disney by TMZ. By the way, TMZ sucks balls. It's like the trashiest of the trash. But I have used them every now and then to find funny shit like this. I mean, it's pretty much just scumbag journalism. Page 6 type shit. Gossip and hearsay. But this one was a pretty good scoop and pretty silly. Lindsey Graham was spotted in Walt Disney World in Orlando, Florida. And he was spotted with a bubble. Look at this fucking picture. He kind of looks like the mayor from Gravity Falls too. Spotted with a bubble wand. Oh, it's fucking hilarious. If this man is not gay, I don't know. I don't know. I mean, he's got to be. So let's get into this article. Let's see. Lindsey Graham responds after TMZ blast photos of his Disney World vacation during DHS shutdown. TMZ has been tracking members of Congress who took trips during the partial government shutdown. Okay, so they're making it out like it's a bad thing for these people to take trips during a government shutdown. Can you blame them? I mean, look, I don't like politicians. I mean, I would say there's a handful of politicians that I actually like. Like, I like Marjorie Taylor Greene, which I've heard she's retiring. Thomas Massey, RFK. Matt Gaetz is okay. Yeah, there's like literally like maybe 5 people who I think don't belong in a guillotine. But you got to admit, if you are a politician, a member of Congress and all this jazz, if they're doing what they say they're doing, they're busy as fuck. So I mean, if during a government shutdown, why not go on vacation? Use it. I would. If I had the money and the transportation and the power, I would go on vacation. I wouldn't be going to Disney World. I'd be going to like Ireland or like maybe Scotland, check out Stonehenge, go to Egypt, check out the pyramids. I'd be doing something cool rather than Disney World. But Lindsey Graham definitely, he's a Disney adult. You know how there's those Disney adults? He's definitely one of them. South Carolina Senator Lindsey Graham defended a recent trip to Disney World after photos of the Republican lawmaker at the South Florida theme park were published by TMZ and met with widespread criticism amid the ongoing government shutdown. TMZ released a series of photos of Graham's visit to Disney World in Orlando, Florida. I went to Disney World one time when I was a kid. I had a blast. I was a kid. I don't know how much I would enjoy it as an adult. I know, like, me and Sammy, I think it was last year, we went to, for her birthday, we went to the county fair, and it was just me and her, and, like, literally every adult stared at us like we were Jeffrey Epstein and Ghislaine Maxwell. It was, like, one of the most uncomfortable things ever. I told Sammy, I'm like, dude, I think we should probably stop going to the fair, just me and you. I said, we're at that age where we're starting to look creepy, like being around a bunch of kids, and we don't have a kid with us, you know, like it's starting to look creepy. I said the entire time, dude, I was like, maybe I'm just paranoid. But like, yeah, dude, it's creepy, you know. That'd be like me going to like Chuck E. Cheese, you know, by myself. I already look weird enough as it is, man. You know, I'm a punk, walking around Chuck E. Cheese playing the video games. Like, no, it's creepy. Let's see. Pictures released on Sunday, March 29th, showed Graham eating breakfast at Disney's Contemporary Resort. That was one of the photos we showed you. By the way, he's not even with his wife. He's with another dude. I'm telling you, man, this dude's gay. Not that there's anything wrong with that. Like I said, he just needs to come out. I'm cool with homosexuality, man. I already told you guys I'm a weirdo. Like, I'm married. I've been with only women as far as relationships. I've done some gay shit in the past. I ain't gonna lie. If the tranny is hot enough, I ain't gonna lie, I might tap it. You know, if they're like Blair White looking, I'm a weirdo. I'm a freak. You know. But yeah, dude, he didn't even go with his wife. He went with another dude. And they're like eating breakfast together and hanging out at Disney together. It's a little sus, bro. In another batch published Monday, March 30th, the South Carolina Republican is seen carrying a bubble wand and waiting in line for Space Mountain at Disney's Magic Kingdom. Space Mountain's a weird one because that thing has been open since I was a kid. And I'm pretty sure they've had like some bad accidents on that ride. Like, I think when it first opened, I could be wrong. Here's a picture of them. Apparently, I guess this is Space Mountain. There's old Graham. I could be wrong, but I'm pretty... And it could have been just like an old Florida urban legend back in the 90s. But I think a girl, like... One of the boards fell down. And while they were going through, I think a girl, like, either got her, like, scalp ripped off or her head ripped off, decapitated. Something horrible. I mean, there's been all sorts of accidents on Space Mountain, if I remember correctly. Maybe one day... Just for kind of a blue pill episode, maybe we'll do like an episode on amusement park disasters, and because I like to cover weird macabre shit like that every now and then. Let me know in the comments if that'd be something you're interested in. The photographs received swift backlash, including from Republicans, who said Graham's trip was inappropriately timed amid the partial government shutdown, which had stretched into its 6th week, the longest in U.S. history. This is what I'm saying, dude. I try to keep up with as much as I can. I mean, I've showed you guys my notebook and my notes. Like, this is redonkulous. These are all episodes I still need to fucking do. Including what's written in the notebook. I will never get around to all this. It is hard to keep up. Every other day there's something new. There's something crazy. I ain't gonna lie, this whole ceasefire that's happening for 2 weeks, I'm kind of glad, because I'm like, maybe I can like actually catch up on some of this shit as far as topics. Hopefully this ceasefire chills everything out for at least 2 weeks. It'd be nice, a little breather from World War III, you know? Catch up on some fun shit. Not that I've been covering the war, but yeah, I didn't even know that this is the longest government shutdown that we've had in history. Didn't even know. Never knew. I try to keep up. I try to keep my finger on the pulse of what's going on, but sometimes shit just slides past my radar. Funding for the Department of Homeland Security lapsed in February, and lawmakers on Capitol Hill have struggled to reach an agreement to pay thousands of government workers since then. House Republicans sent a short-term funding bill to the Senate on Friday, March 27th, after rejecting a Senate-passed measure to fund most of the department apart from immigration agencies. But lawmakers left Washington late last week for a 2-week recess without a proper deal to fund DHS. Senate Minority Leader Chuck Schumer, he's a piece of garbage, a New York Democrat, I think he's a tiny hat person too, just saying, said the House bill is dead on arrival in the Senate, increasing the chances that partial shutdown will extend through April this month. I'm not sure if the government's still shut down. Let me know in the comments if you know. In a statement to TMZ, Graham said he was in South Florida on Friday to meet with White House Special Envoy Steve Witkoff, who lives in Miami, to talk about the possibility of normalization between Saudi Arabia and Israel. So he's talking about Israel bombing the fuck out of... well, I don't know. That's not Iran, Saudi Arabia. Maybe. I mean, they were kind of tight. Didn't they both work? Saudi Arabia and Israel, didn't they both kind of team up to pull off 9/11? You know? Sorry. I went to Orlando to meet friends after, Graham said. Let me see if I can do Graham. I'm not the best at impressions. I like to work on my Trump, do my Trump every now and then, my Lindsey Graham. I went to Orlando to meet friends after, Graham said in the statement first issued on Monday. I'm already back in South Carolina. Graham shared a photo of himself shooting clay pigeons on social media on Monday evening. Spent some time breaking clays in Edgefield County today. Doesn't get much better than that, he captioned on the photo on X. Oh yeah, so if you're on X, which I have X, I don't really use it too much. It's a cesspool, but I do like to use it for the podcast. I literally just upload like links to my podcast and put a little caption of like, hey, here's an episode. I got like 2 followers on there. If you want, go follow me on there. It's Conspiracy Corner Podcast, but I think my handle is Rapid Dash, like the Pokemon 666. Go follow me on there. Rapid Dash 666. Anyways. Yeah, after he got caught with the photo of him walking through Disney with the bubble wand, he put out like this photo of him being all manly. He's like wearing a trucker's cap and like camo, and he's shooting clay pigeons. He's got a rifle. Because apparently something got stuck in his craw that the whole nation was laughing at his flaming homosexuality. Making fun of him that he's a Disney adult walking around with a pink bubble wand around children. So yeah, he had to post this like macho picture. Like, see, I'm macho. I'm a man. I'm a man just like you. The South Carolina Republican told TMZ he voted to fully fund the government several times, telling the outlet to, quote unquote, call a Democrat. There you go. Left-right paradigm. Two wings, same bird. Bloods versus Crips. You all know. Spokesperson for Graham did not immediately return people's request for comment. The photos of Graham came after TMZ made a public plea to its audience to take photos of lawmakers on vacation during the congressional recess. So that's pretty bad. I mean, I guess TMZ's struggling if they're asking for their audience to do footwork for them. I'd be like, sure, I'll do some stalking and take some photos, but you better pay me pretty, a pretty penny for that shit. I'll do some rogue journalism. It's one of the few times I think I would do some like ambush journalism for TMZ, because I don't like politicians, I think 95% of them are scum. If anybody goes to Disney World with their family for spring break, or goes to a beach somewhere or anywhere on vacation, and you see one of the 535 members of Congress, take a picture and send it to us. TMZ founder Harvey Levin said in a video posted to the outlet's social media pages on Thursday, March 26. We want to show what they are doing at your expense. TMZ has also released photos of Democratic Representative Robert Garcia of California at a Las Vegas casino. So that I do have to say that's pretty good. I know TMZ, I think, is usually left-leaning, but at least they're getting the Democrats too. They're not doing the left-right paradigm. They're actually just calling out in general. But like I said, though, I don't really have a problem. Maybe I'm just crazy, but maybe it's a bad take. I don't know, but I don't really have a problem with them going on vacation. If the government's shut down and there's no work, you might as well have fun. I ain't gonna lie, if I was out of work, I wouldn't be blowing money, but I don't have as much money as these people. But if I had the money, I would have fun too. It's like, fuck it, no work today, It's kind of like when I get snowed in here in Kentucky, man. I get a snow day every now and then. I'm like, I'm a little excited. Am I missing out on money? A little bit. That bums me out a little bit. But I just pop on Grand Theft Auto, play some Grand Theft Auto, chill out at the house, have a couple brewskis, take a nap, fix dinner, enjoy myself. Why not? And he reported that Republican Representative Seth Magaziner, that's his name, MAGA. He's got MAGA in his name too. I swear, some of these names, I don't think, I got a conspiracy that a lot of these politicians, it's not even their real names. I don't know. Maybe I'm crazy, but I think a lot of these people, they're not real names. Like, your name is MAGA Zener, like a magazine, of Rhode Island. Anthony Weiner, and you get busted for wiener pictures on your laptop. You can't make this shit up. Either we're in a simulation, and every now and then we get a hint that we're in a simulation, like little Easter eggs, little breadcrumbs from the creator, the developer, or whatever. I don't know. Sorry. But Magaziner of Rhode Island is hosting a watch party for the premiere of The Real Housewives of Rhode Island on Thursday, April 2nd. Once again, that doesn't seem that bad to me. If you're out of work, why not have fun? Garcia responded to the photographs on X, saying he was in Nevada visiting his father, but he doesn't mind what TMZ is doing here. He's just like, yeah, I don't give a fuck. Whatever. And like I said a few days ago, Garcia wrote, Speaker Mike Johnson should have never sent us all home. I ain't gonna lie, I agree with the dude. I know they're trying to make it like a spin, like this is bad, but I don't blame them. In a follow-up video on Monday, Levin said the outlet's objective is to show how fed up the American people are and encouraged other media outlets to republish the photos. I know that I'm supposed to be upset, is what I'm guessing TMZ aims and People Magazine, but I don't blame them. Maybe this is a horrible take on my behalf, but I kind of get it. It's so insulting, you know. The Republicans blame the Democrats. Lindsey was quick to say, it's the Democrats' fault. No, it's both your faults. Oh, sorry. No, it's both your faults, because two sides have come together to compromise, Levin said on the shutdown. The bottom line is, you got to figure out how to, quote unquote, compromise if you want to run government, and they haven't done it, he said. And not only have they not done it, they just threw up their hands and said, we're leaving. I mean, we have a vacation scheduled. Okay, I do see his point, though. This Levin guy. I agree with him on this shit. I've always preached that we need to reach across the aisle, that it's not a party thing. I can't remember which president it was. I'm pretty sure it was a president, but one of our forefathers, he literally, there's this like famous quote. I'll have to find it one day. And he literally says something about like his biggest fear would be a two-party system, which is what we have now, Republican and Democrat. And people go, well, there's a third party. Well, third party never wins, because everyone, and this is basic psychology too, man. People are very left-right brained. You're either super left brain or super right brain. People very rarely are like both side brained, which we only use, they say, like what, 10% of our brain anyways. And they play on that. If you don't think the elites, the elites, whether they are Rothschild, Rockefeller, the P family, which I do not mention, if you don't think that they know, these motherfuckers know psychology. I mean, you got to think they raise their children within like satanic ritual abuse and shit, allegedly. They know how to break and fracture brains. They know how the brain fucking works. Like, I guarantee you all these elites know how the brain works. I mean, they fracture their children, allegedly, to literally make them into, like, sociopaths, aka psychopaths, to rule the world. Because the only way you can rule the world, not the only way, but mostly, to rule the world, you have to be some level of sociopathy and or psychopathy. I mean, look at all these wolves of Wall Street. These, like, yeah, I mean, all these, like, rich business people, they're all, like, 95% of them are all fucking psychopaths and sociopaths. You have to step on somebody to get that high up. You got to be cutthroat. You got to be a wolf, you know? But like this Levin guy says, I don't know this guy. I don't know if he's Republican, Democrat. I don't care. A broken clock is right twice a day. I've always said this. We need to reach across the aisle. I don't see parties like most people do. I think I used to say, like here recently, I was saying that the Republican is less evil than the Democrat. Not that I'm choosing sides, but I think they're both evil as fuck, man. The Democrats, I feel like, are all pedos and chomos and shit and creeps. And I think the Republicans are all fucking warmongers. You know? But I always consider myself purple party, neither red nor blue, mixture of both. I call myself a classic liberal, which, because the political scale has been moved so much, I'm basically a moderate. And I think that's what everyone should strive to be, is right smack dab in the middle. Because whether you like it or not, and I don't care if it hurts your feelings, there is good things about liberalism, and there's good things about conservatism. Take the good shit from each side, apply it to yourself and your own philosophy, and throw away the rest of the garbage. Can we all do that? Can we all strive for that? The bottom line is, you got to figure out how to compromise if you want to run government and they just haven't. Okay, we already read that. There has to be some kind of movement, because they are insulting our intelligence by thinking, oh, we can get over on them by blaming it on the other party, Levin added. Agreed. Divide and conquer. United we stand. It's not the other party, it's both parties. And we're kind of sick of the way they are patronizing us. And so that's why we are doing this. Something has to change. Like I said, I don't know this Levin guy, but I agree with him wholeheartedly on that shit. I guess I did kind of change my opinion a little bit towards the end. So I don't know. Hopefully you watch till the end. I know there'll be someone who doesn't watch till the end and goes in my comment section. It's like, you're cool with this? Did you listen to the whole thing? I like to go in with naked eyes, though, you know, and respond naturally. And yeah, you get my natural reaction off the cuff, you know. But yeah, I had to share this story with you. The picture is so redonkulous, though, of Lindsey Graham just at Disney World. I'll show you one more time. He's just a cutie pie. Look at him. I like to cover like funny, silly shit like that every now and then, and it is a little bit important. There was some importance to the story, but love y'all. Please like, share, and subscribe. If you have any hype points, give me a hype. Us smaller content creators need the bump. The bigger ones, they already have the handicap on us, you know. If you're listening on Spotify, fill out the poll. I will one day go through the recent polls that came in. People have been voting. But yeah, that's about it. Like, share, and subscribe. Love y'all. And I may put out another episode. We shall see.